Everybody, this is methlokaiju here, and today I'll be discussing about some brand new Godzilla merchandise information. Now, I did do a video on the Godzilla SH Monster Arts EVA1 edition, but it seems that I guess it got deleted or something. You know, I cannot even find the video, so I guess I decided I'll do another video. But then I learned earlier today that there is also another SH Monster Arts that is going to be released. But yeah, basically we'll be talking about SH Monster Arts. First of all, we'll be talking about the Godzilla EVA1 edition, as well as, you know, my thoughts and information about it, such as, you know, the release date and the price. And also, we'll be talking about the Godzilla 1989 images that barely appeared today. You know, its price, its release date, and my thoughts. So let's just go ahead and start with the EVA1 Godzilla SH Monster Arts figure, which not really many people know this figure is even coming out. So let's get on with the first image. Okay, here's a good starter image. So right here we see a full-on body shot of this figure. Looks pretty cool. It looks a lot like a mutant space-looking Godzilla. Obviously, it's not Space Godzilla, but it looks like a mutated Godzilla, honestly, or like a yeah, just mutated Godzilla. So as you can tell, yeah, it has purple highlights all over the, you know, all over the figure. Actually, not even purple highlights. You know, just everything is purple except for some areas like the neck and the chest and stuff of that sort. But I really like the purple. One thing I do have a problem is, as you can tell, there's some black areas that are not purple, which honestly I'm not a fan of. I wish they just covered everything purple. That would be pretty cool. Make it look consistent and make it look not lazy. The green parts, like for example in the chest area, the torso, and in the thighs, they look pretty cool, but yeah, they look pretty lazy, kind of. They look pretty cool though, in my opinion. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I really like the orangey tint to the nails. Looks pretty awesome. Orange neck. The spikes from this distance looks really good, in my opinion. I really like the spikes. Face looks pretty menacing, and yeah. Now let's get to the next image. Okay, this one right here. Here is a side zoom-in view of the figure. As you can tell, it seems that the mouth, the inner mouth, is just completely red, which I'm not a fan of. It's very sloppy looking. I wish, you know, they kind of made the teeth white. That'll be pretty cool, I guess, right? So look at the spikes. Looks really awesome. Really remind me of the YMSF Godzilla 1965 figure, the one with the I think it was like blue spikes that were translucent, I believe. So yeah, the spikes, I really love the spikes. Probably my favorite part of the figure. So yeah, anyhow, face, pretty interesting, pretty cool. As you can tell, this is the Heisei Godzilla SH Monster Arts mold, as you can tell. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm not really sure if the Eva from Evangelion had gray on it. From what I can tell, it's just purple with orange and red and stuff of that sort. So I'm not really sure where they got the gray from. But you know, who cares? Next image is a frontal zoom-in view. As you can tell, the eyes are completely yellow, so it's like a eyeless Godzilla. It is basically dead. It's kind of like GMK, except it's yellow. So I guess it does have a soul, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But you can tell, you know, you can obviously tell the detail, which is really amazing. You can obviously tell the bottom part of the arms are not colored purple, which I think that's a pretty lazy move there. Because, you know, purple Godzilla, though that sounds, you know, though that looks kind of, you know, strange and stuff of that sort, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool, honestly, in my opinion. And the last photo when it comes to the EVA SH Monster Arts Godzilla edition, is this image right here. I don't know why, you know, I wasn't saying anything for a while. But anyhow, yeah, as you can tell, Godzilla in this specific pose, roaring to the sky. Looks pretty cool, I guess. Looks pretty interesting. Not much to say here. So yeah. So now let's talk about some information about this. The release date for this figure is February 2017. So until next year, we'll be able to get this figure. This is a web exclusive, so it is going to be pretty rare. And the estimate amount for this figure is around $95. Hopefully they decrease that to maybe $80 or $75. I think that's a better deal. $100 for this figure, I don't think is worth it. $95 is a big stretch. I still don't think it's worth it. $80, that's a little bit better, but $75, I think that is, worth it. It will have a beam effect with stance. So I wonder how the beam looks like. Is it going to be blue, or is it going to be like the Evangelion beams, which I have no idea how they look like, so please tell me down below. And also I have 2 alternate hands, so that's pretty interesting. Now let's get to the figure that most people are that most people are talking about, which honestly looks the coolest, and that is the Godzilla 1989 SH Monster Arts figure. Now this figure was speculated to be released by SH Monster Arts for a big while, ever since the SH Monster Arts Biollante images got released. People started thinking, oh, there's gonna be a Godzilla 89. And it seems there finally is, and it looks really, really awesome. So let's get into the images. There's way more images for these, or for this figure, I mean. Okay, let's get into the first image. First image right here, we see, frontal view. Looks really, really good. I really like it. Face looks pretty awesome. This actually kind of reminds me of like a sculpture almost. Not like X Plus, but very similar to X Plus. Maybe like Banpresto or something. Yeah, it looks really, really good. I think the arms could be a tiny bit bigger. But yeah, other than that, it looks really, really good. Detailing is obviously really amazing. I really like the legs, very realistic looking, like, I guess suit accurate, I guess you can say. But yeah, really, really awesome. Really like the face. Look at that, menacing. Yeah. Next image, very, as I mentioned earlier, like a sculpture, like Banpresto or X Plus. As you can tell, the arms are out like that. They're not in, they're out. So that looks pretty cool. Tail is pretty long, so I guess you do need a lot of shelf space for this figure. Spikes, the dorsal plates, whatever you want to call them, very, very nice as well. Really, really cool. Very well detailed. Maybe a little bit bigger, maybe. It could just be the angle. It could be actually bigger in person. But just from this angle, I think they could make it a little bit bigger. Right here, we see a back view of the figure from this image. So yeah, very, very cool. It's, pretty bulky figure. It's not, like super slender like a stick. It is, proportional, which is obviously really good. So, yeah. Next image is a very interesting image. As you can tell, this figure has lights. And not only does it have lights, it also has sound as well. So, yeah, it's obviously going to be a very expensive figure, but it looks just amazing. It's very similar to the Rick Boy, X Plus figures, very similar to that. So, I wonder how exactly the light will work, like the battery and all that stuff. I hope they don't put like a battery thing, like where it's like super visible, just like the Jurassic World toys. Like those are mega visible, the screws and all that stuff. So I wonder how they do it with this figure. Maybe it's like a little plug, kind of like Rick Boy, basically. So we'll see. So far it looks amazing. Really like the fact that it actually glows. I mean, I know Biollante glows too, but honestly, this looks more cooler because it's more vibrant. It's way more vibrant. Next image, we see a specific view of this toy. Obviously in the dark it looks super, super awesome, and the spikes look really awesome as well. It kind of looks like they're melting almost, but I know they're not. So yeah, very, very awesome. As you can tell, tail pretty long, very well detailed. Really like the feet, really like the thighs. Face looks really awesome. Chest also looks very, very detailed. Next image, very awesome view on this figure. As you can tell, look at all that detailing inside of the mouth. It looks just so fantastic. Look at all that detail, all that sculpting and stuff of that sort. This is very movie-esque. Like, if you showed this to a random person who knew some about Godzilla but not much about it, they'll think it's actually a screenshot from the movie. So yeah, very very awesome looking. It seems that there's this little like light inside of its mouth or in the neck region, somewhere around there. So I'm guessing this figure is gonna be incredibly delicate. So yeah, now let's talk about some information about this. This is a premium bright sounding. Oh wait, it has bright sounding songs. That's pretty interesting. Okay, anyhow, but basically the release date for this figure is November 2016. So it's coming. I mean, it's not coming real soon, but it is coming. You know, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I mean, I honestly thought this figure was gonna come out like 2017, but it's coming out this year, so that is pretty awesome. The amount for this figure is $200, just like the Essing Monster Arts Biollante. Now, I did forget to mention that this figure is actually 8 inches tall. This is not a 6-inch figure. This is 8 inches. So it's basically a 8-inch figure with a bunch of articulation that does noises and also does pretty awesome looking lights for $200. I mean, I think they could decrease that maybe to like 150 or 130. But I guess I guess. So basically, this figure has BGM music, which I don't really know what BGM stands for, but it has music that's pretty awesome. It has roar sound effects and also LED dorsal spine. So, those three combined equals amazing figure. So yeah, this figure I'm really excited for. I really want to get it. I'm honestly not really sure if I'll get it though because of the price. For the other one, the EVA Godzilla, whatever, I'm interested in that one. I might not get that one because that one's kind of useless in my opinion. Kind of just like milking the Heisei Godzilla sculpt a bunch. So I may not get that one. I may if I have like extra money or something. But yeah, we'll see. But this figure I really want to get. We'll see how I'll get it because this figure is like super expensive. So we'll see. But that basically all for this video. Please tell me down below what are your favorite aspects of both of these figures and just which one is your favorite one out of these two. For me, obviously that's gotta be Godzilla 1989. So that's basically all for this video. Remember, subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju signing out.